Hey everybody, Cassandra Von Worsley here with another episode of Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs. Today I'm going to talk about a subject that not a lot of people talk about. Namely, it's how do you be okay with not being okay? One of the biggest objections that I hear from a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs, especially as I coach them, as I work with them, as they enter the private Facebook community, Fire Your Inner Critic, Find Your Inner Badass, and finally build your business, which you can join at facebook.com/groups/Fire Your Inner Critic. One of the biggest objections to starting a business today, now, this minute, that I get from aspiring entrepreneurs or that I hear in the entrepreneurial community, especially online, about starting a business is, I don't want to use the word excuse because it's not really an excuse, but I hear a lot of entrepreneurs who say, I don't feel ready, or I don't feel okay right now in my life. Where I am in my life doesn't feel okay. I've got either, I've talked to people who want to start a business, but they've got children who have sicknesses. They have parents who have sicknesses. They just lost a job. They just lost a spouse. They're going through a divorce. I mean, major life circumstances that they're going through. And what these aspiring entrepreneurs have said to me is, I would love to start a business, or I'd love to write a book, or I'd love to do what I feel called to do, but I'm not okay. How can I help anybody else? How can I lead anybody else? How can I even commit to anything else if my life is a hot mess and it's La Vida Loca and I'm not okay? And so those are valid concerns. They're very valid concerns. But here's the thing that I say to those aspiring entrepreneurs, and here's the thing that I want to say to you on today's episode of Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs. Your entire life is going to be filled with periods of being okay and periods of being amazing and periods of being absolutely sad and periods of being utterly happy. Your life is going to alternate in ways and at seasons and times that you can't forecast. And you're going to have times up until the end of your life where you're not going to be okay. And given the fact that you can't plan for it, given the fact that you don't know the specifics yet of those not okay moments or those not okay seasons, there comes a moment where you have to say to yourself as an entrepreneur, either I'm going to commit to building a business no matter how I feel, no matter what's going on, and I'm going to do the best I can do in this moment, or I'm going to commit to waiting until the right time. And I'm okay with the fact that the right time may never come in my lifetime. I'm okay with regretting that I didn't build a business when I wanted to. I'm okay with settling for less than I deserve. I'm okay with not having an impact on the world the way that I knew I was meant to. If you're okay with that, then you can keep saying, I'd start a business today, but I'm not okay. But here's the thing I want you to keep in mind. Some of the greatest businesses, some of the businesses that still to this day have the greatest level of impact on people's lives in general, were born during the time of the Great Depression. We're born during economic downturns. We're born, more specifically, let's not even go macro, let's go micro on this thing. Some of the greatest businesses were born from the heartache of the person who started the business, from the loss of the person who started the business. Some of the best books are written while somebody is going through grief and loss and pain. It is their way of getting all of that out to the world so it can help other people. So if you're in a space where you're saying, I've got physical ailments and I've got mental stuff and I have family commitments and I have all of these things that I barely have time to eat, let alone time to think about starting a business. And you're saying, right now I'm not okay. And when I start a business, I want to be okay. Here's what I'm going to say to you. Reconsider that. Reconsider, because you know what? You're as okay and capable and able to build something that can create a legacy and can transform people's lives in this moment. You're as okay in this moment as you will ever be at any other moment of your life. And the only difference is what you're choosing to make whatever you're going through at this moment mean. Am I saying that you're not going through hell? No. There are lots of people that you don't know are going through hell that are going through hell. What I am saying is this: the only way out is through, as Robert Frost says. When you're going through hell, as Winston Churchill says, keep going. Part of what allows people to get through the hells they're dealing with is having a vision of what's coming next, having a vision of that the hell they're going through serves a purpose, that somebody is going to be helped by this someday, and you can make someday today. You can decide that this is your opportunity in the middle of feeling like La Vida Loca has hit. You have no idea what you're going to do. You can make this the moment where you say, this is not how the story is going to go. This is where I find out in the hard spots. This is where I find out who I really am. And this is where I find out what I'm really made of. And trust your talents, trust the timing of your life, trust the process of life to bring you your highest good. But if you don't show up for life, if you don't say, I'm going to go for it no matter how I feel, I'm going to do this even if I'm not okay. Here's the thing. You're going to have future not okay moments. This moment of being not okay is as good a moment to start a business as any, because guaranteed as your business grows and it gets bigger and there's more decisions to be made and more things to be done, you're going to hit a not okay period and you're not going to see it coming. So you might as well, while the business is still a dream, an idea, a thought, a small operation, you might as well get good at managing and leading when you're not okay. So when it's big and you're not okay, you don't fold under the pressure. So how do you get good? How do you become okay with not being okay? You embrace the adventure that it is, the challenge that it is, the pain that it is, and you build your business anyway. That's how you get okay with not being okay and still building a business. All right, everybody, please share this with 3 people you know. Maybe they're not even thinking about building a business, but you know that they're going through something tough and they need to hear this message. Please shoot this via email, shoot this with a text message, send it to them, share it with them so that they know that it's okay to be okay with not being okay, and you can still achieve your dreams. All right, check me out at CassandraVaughn.com, and you can find me Facebook.com/CassandraVaughn MBA, and you can also join Fire Your Inner Critic, Find Your Inner Badass, and finally build your business on Facebook, our private community at Facebook.com/groups/Fire Your Inner Critic. I will see you on the next episode of Inner Strength for Entrepreneurs.